Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. It's an off week for Kansas State this weekend, so it's an off week for me. It's kind of nice, but we're still got a lot of coverage coming at GoPowercat.com. More daily deliveries, more podcasts, more other stuff. Make sure you check it out. Today's daily delivery topic is about a Twitter feud between an upstanding citizen of the United States and crazed football fans. I've been in a little beef with Oklahoma, Texas fans because I kind of encouraged everyone to boycott watching the Red River Rivalry this season. And I think some people misinterpreted that to mean I thought they'd get crappy ratings and then like the other games in the Big 12 get better ratings. I think we all recognize that OU and Texas on ABC was going to crush everyone else in the conference in the ratings. But see, some people don't understand that being on an over-the-air signal like ABC or Fox in the Big 12 or Notre Dame's on NBC, the SEC's on CBS, having those advantages is enormous. There's nothing matching it. Even ESPN pales in comparison. But then when you get down to ESPN2, it's a little bit less. But by the time you get to ESPNU and FS1, the ratings aren't good, particularly on ESPNU. The ratings stink. And those other three games in the Big 12 combined had less ratings than the ABC game with OU and Texas. Not surprising at all, but here is what is interesting. The 3.36 million viewers that saw the OU Texas game were down 44% from last year. Last year was a great game. This was a 49-0 blowout by Texas because headline, Oklahoma stinks. So I get why the ratings were down, but I also think there's a little bit of fatigue out there, and the teams aren't as good as they have been in the past. Maybe Texas is getting there, but they've got a couple losses. And more meaningful games, all three of the other games in the Big 12 that weekend, last weekend, involved ranked teams. This one did not. This was the game pre-designated by ABC before the season started to be in this slot. That's my problem. That's my problem. Before the season even started, they said this is the best game, and maybe it would have been the highest rated game. Maybe that's all they care about, which should be. I mean, that's their ratings. But I think you can make an argument that fans want to watch good football, and the ratings were down because it wasn't good football. And I know it doesn't seem like the ratings were down. 3 million plus is a lot of viewers, but this was the lowest ranked Red River Rivalry in the last 10 years on an over-the-air signal. The only game that was less was 2016, which for some reason was on FS1, and still brought in a pretty good number for FS1, but this game was one of the worst in a very long time in the series because it didn't have much meaning to the conference. Look, I understand that they've got built-in viewership there. And by the way, El Camino Cat and get more, move the chains, I think it was. Thanks for your research on that. Wagcat, you didn't do a damn thing. I get that they have the biggest fan base, but ESPN continues to just bet on the sure thing instead of investing in its other properties. They don't want to grow the other brands. They simply do not want to have more payment responsibility that might come along if the Big 12 has more value without Oklahoma and Texas than what some perceive. Here's proof. KU and TCU were the home of College Game Day. Congratulations, Lawrence, for getting that there. It was well deserved. It was a big game. And what happened when they brought two new brands to the table? Well, College Game Day had its highest ratings for a non-November show, when the games are really meaningful, since 2010. How's that possible with two lesser brands at KU and TCU? And I can't help but wonder if that more meaningful, more exciting game had been in the ABC slot, and OU and Texas had been in the FS1 slot at 11 a.m., if they had swapped places, what the ratings would look like. But I can guarantee you one thing. ESPN doesn't want us to find out. They'll stick with the brands and continue to suppress anyone that might cost them more money in the future.